Leader of the Opposition, the Honourable Michael Atkinson, Member for Croydon, Ms Rachel Sanderson, State Member for Adelaide, Dr Surendra Agrawal, President of the Association, Mayor Gary Johansson, Mayor of Port Adelaide Enfield Council, ladies and gentlemen, Namaste. Hello everyone, and it's terrific to join you for this Mela, and it's wonderful to see so many members of the South Australia's large and thriving Indian community, and of course many other South Australians joining with you in this fantastic event. And I'm honoured by the welcoming dance that I know we're about to see, and I'm sure that those of you who have been able to spend an extended time will be enjoying the wonderful, enriching experiences that we see around us. For those of you who are to stay, I'm told there's much more to come. This Mela will surely be one of the biggest and best celebrations of Indian culture currently being staged around our nation. And for those taking part, they both celebrate and honour their heritage, but gives everybody else an insight into the music, dance and cuisine of India, and also a lively sense of the past and future of this great nation. The scope and richness of Indian history is virtually without peeved, with determination and also with a love of peace to forge a great and modern nation. Mahatma Gandhi was the spiritual leader and symbol of India's heroic effort to shed the yoke of colonialism. And I'm pleased to say that just up the road in the Adelaide University, we now have a statue of that remarkable man, and I was delighted to be able to unveil it earlier this year. Not long after that day, the Indian and Australian cricket teams met just across the river at the Adelaide Oval. And while we're all quite disappointed that Sachin Tendulkar didn't make his 100th international century there, we're very pleased for him when he finally achieved that milestone. India is essential to the future of our state. Indeed, earlier this year I was delighted to launch a paper designed to foster even stronger and deeper ties between South Australia and India as a fast-growing Indian economy opens up opportunities for us to work together. But a successful development of economic and commercial linkages must rest on a strong foundation of personal relationships between peoples. And that's exactly what exists between South Australia and India in 2012. The number of Indians living permanently in our state has increased by almost 150% since 2006. And I know this from personal experience. Many of them have chosen to live in my electorate down in the Cheltenham area around Woodville, and thousands of Indian students have chosen to come through our educational institutions every year. And we're seeing today the 16,000 plus Indian-born people now residing here aren't just practicing the culture and traditions of their homeland, they're generously sharing them with the rest of us. Indians are making a profound and positive contribution to our state in so many fields of endeavour. And I could spend quite some time talking about individuals, but today I'd just like to mention one. Mr. Baldev Singh Dhaliwal, a member of the Sikh community living in the Riverland. He's been doing a lot of fine work to improve cross-cultural understanding and harmony in his region. And just last month, his efforts were recognised when he was honoured in the latest annual Governor's Multicultural Awards. And this is a fantastic achievement and a huge contribution to multicultural life in the Riverland region. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure you'd all want me to thank Dr. Surendra Agrawal and his team at the Indian Association for putting on a tremendous show here today and tonight. And before I leave the stage this evening, I'd just like to make a small presentation. And if I could ask Dr. Surendra Agrawal to come up to the stage. The state government's multicultural grant scheme provides funds for many worthy purposes, and we've already heard the support that's been given in the past. And from that scheme, once again, I'd like to present Dr. Agrawal with a cheque for $12,500 as a contribution to the association's costs for putting on this Mela. It's been my privilege to join with you today, and I hope you go and enjoy the fantastic celebrations. Thank you.
Very good mix of entertaining performances lined up for you today. ladies and gentlemen. And as Dr. Puri said, I'm sure you would like to go around looking at the other things and savoring the flavors of the day, but I'm sure our dancers and musicians will keep you enchanted and stuck to the chairs tonight. We begin with, as with most Indian functions, with a prayer. The first item will be a dance.